Nightmare Wolf's channel. Welcome back to Star Wars Battlefront 2. This will be a full review of everything on the game. So we're gonna play some campaign, and I'm gonna give my opinions on what makes this game good and what makes this game bad. And I have some guests with me.
It said the broadcast has been stopped.
So we're gonna
What's up, guys? Disturbedone here, team.
Hello everybody, Tommy Nightcore videos here.
Yep. Me and him are gonna be doing some collabing too. All of us, the three of us together. So there's 3 parts to this game. Story, campaign, or story and campaign are the same thing. Story, online, and the arcade mode. I'm going to go over each of those. I'm going to start with the story mode first. So we're just going to wait for it to load up. And there we go. Long time ago. No.
I can't try joining.
So, try joining off me, Tommy. So, the game...
Now, if you have to, go to the party and then go to watch broadcast.
Yeah.
Deception, infiltration.
So, basically the game takes place in between the end of Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. So, one bad thing that I like, or one thing about this game so far, you play as an elite stormtrooper unit.
Inferno Squad.
Inferno Squad, as the guy just said.
Commander Versio. He must be important.
So, that's your character. Your character is the girl. You play as Iden Versio. She is a captain in the Imperial Army. She is special forces.
You have the activation code. I've got the ability to help you out.
And
just give me the code.
It's basically a story told from the Empire's point of view against the rebellion.
You know we can really use someone like you.
Now, something that
just help me and
I
I'll
will say they did really good. I like the character development in this game.
I want eventually.
Character development's really good.
My best technicians are slicing into your droid right now.
The story mode, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It could have been better.
All I want is the code.
The thing with EA is they know how to do it,
the Empire's time
but
is gone.
At the same time, there's a lot of flaws.
You don't have to go down with it.
And I'll be... Feel free to jump in, Disturbed, too, if
the
you
Empire's
feel something
time has come.
Because, yeah.
The only thing I honestly don't like is the pretty much 2 things. The short story, it's about maybe 3-4 hours long.
Yeah, the story mode is extremely short on this game, and there's only 13 missions, which actually deceives you. The career. Oh my god, so what the hell? But when you go to check your career, it says 0 out of 20, which makes you think there's 20 missions, but there's not. There's actually only 13. So that's kind of a disappointment, but there's a lot of cool things about the campaign. Like this, you can electrocute people with the droid. That's freaking awesome. Alright, so you get to play as the droid every now and then.
Download the ship schematics from their computers, then come fight me.
Don't touch that. I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I played this.
Okay, well, one thing I would like to say is that, like, I've played a little bit of this game, and the combat system is pretty good.
Yeah, the combat system's good. But at the same time, it's kind of broken because it glitches out a lot sometimes. I've noticed. There have been times when I went to sneak past a stormtrooper, and your AI-controlled partner will actually get you seen, and will get you killed. That's one thing that's not too great about the campaign. Another thing about the campaign, it doesn't take a break, so Another way it's misleading, kind of, it doesn't take a break in between the cutscenes. It just automatically launches you into a new mission instead of like actually allowing you to go back and see what you've collected. So, like other games, they'll send you back to the main menu sometimes. This one doesn't do that. It just shoots you right into the next mission. This little droid is awesome though. He can actually... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
So there's like no way to see like what chapter is what?
Yeah, there's no way to see what chapter is what. There's no way to tell how far you've progressed.
There are too many rebels outside
Basically,
myself.
if you don't know enough to quit out of the game, go back to the one menu and check to see your progression. You'll end up just playing through the whole game in one day. This game is challenging at times with the flying. I'm going to tell you that a little bit more in a couple minutes. But yeah, this game is just very quick to beat. And for the amount of hype EA put this game through, it's very disappointing. Just to see the amount of work, like, look at these graphics. These graphics are amazing. I love these graphics. They're beautiful. Space looks good, the ships look good, the troops look good, the rebels look good, the stormtroopers look good, everything looks good. But it still falls short because of the weak campaign length.
Okay, and what do you think that they could have done to make it longer?
Honestly, they could have made it more of a challenge. Honestly, some of it is pretty challenging, but it just still falls a little short. I just think some missions could be longer. There's, spoiler alert, there's a mission with Luke Skywalker. I've actually timed it. Depending on how well you play, how many times you die, and the difficulty, of course, it can take you anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, depending on the difficulty and how well you play. I beat the mission in about 10 minutes. That was such a very disappointing mission.
Let's go.
Another thing that I'm going to add is what I think EA could have done way better.
Loud and clear, Commander.
They make you
right
play as this super badass soldier
Copy that.
who's
Once I've located and destroyed the stolen Imperial
insanely
message, I will
loyal
signal
to
for
the Empire.
extraction.
And then
Droid, over
3 missions in, she sees how weak the Empire is, because you gotta remember, this is after Return of the Jedi. Luke Skywalker killed the Emperor, Darth Vader's dead, the Empire's falling. And she sees that, and she's basically like, okay, you know what? Nope, rebels. I'm gonna be a rebel now. Another thing, all these people she's killed on the rebellion, all the things she's done to the rebellion, you gotta remember, she's a special forces. She meets Lando Calrissian, and it's just like, huh, you know what? I trust you automatically. No, there's no way that they should have been able to just trust her automatically like that. She went on one mission,
The rebels still think we don't know about
they love her. It made no sense how they took
no
that.
idea what's waiting for them at Endor.
I don't know if Disturbed would agree, but that's my thoughts on that.
Okay, but it's like
story design
one thing-
was completely flawed. Like, there's way too many things that, if you're a Star Wars fan, like both me and Nightmare Wolfire, you can easily tell simple things and just like, okay, that would never happen. Especially, like you said, pointing out that she joined the Rebels after she talks all this crap about them. She sees the Empire falling apart a little bit, she just instantly changes sides, and that's that.
Like, even taking the gameplay right now, I've broken out of a rebel ship, I've been arrested by the rebellion, obviously, anyways. Now I'm massacring rebel troops to get out of a ship.
So
The
later
next-
in the game, join them.
Yeah, there's no way they would allow that. they would probably
Okay,
put
but
her
it's
to
like
death.
you have to think of it too. This is their first time doing a campaign for something like this.
Yeah, I will say though, this game is way better than the original Battlefront, just because there's just a better dynamic. The game has a story mode. Battlefront, the first one, didn't have a story mode. Does this in any way compare to the 2005 version? No. And I'm going to be pretty honest, and this is a sad point of view. I still choose the 2005 version of Star Wars Battlefront 2 over this game. And that's sad that a game from 2005 is still better than a game now. Because the 2005 version was just better. I'm not saying anything bad about this game necessarily, it's still a pretty fun game. But another thing that I don't like about this is how flawed the maps are. This is supposed to be the most innovative Star Wars game in I don't know how long, since The Force Unleashed, and there's absolutely no leeway to explore. You can't explore your element, you can't explore your surroundings, you can't explore anything. It just sets you on a fast-paced track, and that's why the missions are so short. You beat the missions so quick because they don't give you a chance, and if you do try to go off course in the story and search for collectibles and stuff,
Beginning preparations.
you'll die.
I'll secure a blaster and reach
And that's the same thing for the online and the
I'm on the
arcade.
move.
You'll die.
So is the Corvus.
And
So, what would you say about the saving system?
the save system, I like the save system. I really do. The save system is one of my favorite things about it.
Can you create your own saves, or is it just like automatic checkpoints?
It's just
The
automatic.
automatic save.
Yeah, it's an automatic save. That's one thing I don't like. But otherwise, it can save in some very good spots. It's just like any other game. But I just like it because there have been some missions where you're overwhelmed. And you might miss a gun or something, you might miss a mission objective, and it'll save before that so you can just go and get it. Another thing a positive thing, because I've been slowing down a little bit, I like the differentials in the enemy soldiers. It's not just humans, like, the Rebellion is humans, but you gotta remember, it's also Star Wars, so there's aliens and other whatnots. Like, I like how they put the different species into the troopers, into your enemies.
So right there, whenever you reloaded, what did you do?
The reload is simple. You gotta keep it into the blue for an instant reload, or you can get it into the yellow for extra damage, and it won't.
It's more of a cooling system.
Yeah, it's a cooling system.
Because you gotta remember it's a Star Wars blaster, so there's pretty much no reloading to it. That's how you don't overheat the gun.
Yeah,
And the best time to do it is into the yellow, because it stops it from overheating quite a lot, so you can just continue with fire.
Yeah, it gives you unlimited ammo. See, like that, it just cools the gun off, so now I can just rapid firing. But if you don't do it, I'm gonna show you what happens if you mess up. See, so I messed up the reload on purpose. I can't fire the gun for a few seconds, and I had to take cover. That's actually pretty good. I enjoyed that. Like, I like how that's kind of realistic. You can also manually reload the gun by pressing X or square. Alright, so I got it in yellow. And now it's rapid fire. Unlimited does some extra damage, which is nice. Extra damage is always nice because it's damage a lot. I'm actually gonna run
Disable now.
And do you get to use different weapons?
Oh yeah,
or is it
you
just
get different
one?
weapons. Yeah, you get different weapons. Like I started off with a pistol. Now I have a rebel blaster. Like what that guy would use, I have his blaster. You get rocket launchers, sniper rifles. You get a disintegration rifle, which is really cool. Basically, the disintegration rifle, you gotta charge it up for a couple seconds, and when you hit it, their body will shift. I thought that was kind of cool.
And is there a weapon that's like better than the rest, or do they all have their own unique?
They all have their own abilities.
Yeah, they all have their own
triggers to it.
And another good thing that I will say that I do kind of like, but I also don't kind of like, is some missions you'll get to play as heroes. Like I said, you get to play as Luke Skywalker, you get to play as Han Solo, Leia, Lando, and Kylo Ren is at the end of the game as well. Now, I said that's good, but it's also bad. Here's what I don't like about that. It's supposed to be just a story of this woman, Iden Versio, commander of Stormtroopers, and half the game takes place, you play as different people. We've already had that in Star Wars games. We've had that every Star Wars game where you get to play as Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, and all of them. That was a massive fail on their part, I think, because I was really looking forward to just playing as the bad guy throughout the whole story mode and just being a badass and just mowing down rebels. That's not the story. It's the story for the first 3 missions. And that's how fast the enemies can kill you as well.
It sort of seems like this is very repetitive.
It is. It gets very repetitive. Like I said, they're very linear. It's from point A to point B. There's no chance of explore. There's no freedom. There's nothing. And that was such a big disappointment.
One thing they could have incorporated, I think, into this is other games. To mention, kind of like Far Cry, you can make choices. They should have a choice system where if you pick one thing, you know, you could pick to join the rebels. Where Iden would do, you know, it would have her own separate, her own story, and then if you pick, say, as one of the Inferno soldiers, then you would have that story.
Yeah.
So you'd have a choice. That would, one, make it more interesting. It would make it a lot longer, because then you could go back and play both sides.
Yeah, that would have been very cool. I would have enjoyed that a lot more.
Me personally, I would have stayed with the Empire, not with the Rebels.
And the reason for that is, which I think is just total bullshit.
Commander on deck.
Disney owns the right to Star Wars. And I honestly think EA wanted to make it so you could just play as the bad guys, but Disney's family friendly. They don't want to see the bad guys win.
Those jump calculations
they always want to see the good guys win.
Hope the landing wasn't too rough.
And
been through worse.
If that's the way Disney's going to take Star Wars in the game,
contact the Admiral.
And future games like that.
And the message?
I mean,
fleet's location
the
is
Rebels'
still
victory is so overplayed. You've seen it in every single game.
Dies.
And this was supposed to be such a breath of fresh air in a tired... I don't know what the word is. Yeah, tired franchise, thank you. And they did it for 3 missions. And then it's just back to the same old thing. Now here's where things start to go. This mission, I enjoy this. Just because you get to see the Star Destroyer fall. And that's actually Vader's ship. That was Darth Vader's Star Destroyer. That was the Executioner.
So does this take place like
Squad now.
after the Death Star was destroyed?
Yeah, it takes place like right now. Luke is fighting Vader on the Death Star. This takes place right during and after Return of the Jedi.
On a rebel recovery
The first mission took place before we got to Endor, because now the shield generator's already destroyed.
There's no way to repair or reactivate.
We've just been sent to take out the rebels.
Eliminate the rebels and return to the Corvus. The
As
Emperor's
Garrett
plan
just
must
said.
not fail.
Yes, sir. Agent Hass
I'm not going to talk
Agent
just
Nico, cover us
because of
from
this
here.
part. Oh, I thought that was
One target, dead ahead. Follow my lead.
So yeah, this takes place right now. I like how they did try to add stealth to it,
If there's anything to recover, we'll find it.
but in the end, the stealth is just broken as well.
Single target on the trailer.
I can't tell you how many times I've been playing this, and I've played this campaign a number of times so far. This is my 6th or 7th playthrough on this campaign.
You should be hunting Imperials, not standing around.
Yeah, we're the Sith so far. Empire. Like, I do like the takedowns,
Strike teams. One at the bunker, the other patrolling near the fallen walker.
but
Good spotting, Agent. We'll take it from here.
yeah, so this is pretty much after the battle with the Ewoks and Han and Chewie took over and destroyed the shield generator. That's what's left of it. But
And with the stealth system, is it like
stealth is broken because
if you
stealth is they pretty
if
much,
you mess up with the stealth,
then you'll pretty much get flooded with enemies. But like I said, right there, this is what makes me feel the stealth system is broken. You had 2 stealthy kills right up there, right? You had to come down here, and there was absolutely no way to continue to stealthily take them out. So it's pretty much, okay, good job doing 2 stealth mission kills, now you're just going to be put into a firefight. So it's pretty much the same basic gameplay all over again. Stealth kill 2 or 3 troopers, firefight for the rest. And that's kind of disappointing because the stealth actually works pretty well in this game. I mean, the takedowns, they don't feel like too overused. I mean, it's just sad to see how good this game could have been and how good this game should have been. Don't get me wrong, I still like this game, but for a $65
Weapons free. Neutralize all
price,
targets.
and even for the people who got the collector's edition, $80, $90, $100 for a 3 to 4 hour story mode with some broken gameplay mechanics that you can beat in a, like I said, under a day. It's just a rip. It's not worth it. I got this game used the 3rd day it came out. Somebody already took it back and I got it used for the discounted price. So that kind of tells you that people feel the same way. Another thing I don't like, but it's kind of realistic, Iden Versio is just very weak.
Prepare to move out.
She's not a bullet sponge, but she's kind of weak. I mean, I know she's supposed to be just a stormtrooper. Up, cutscene. Give me a sec.
Clear.
are there different difficulties?
Those rebel commanders must have already moved on.
We should do.
We're near platform 4.
Is there a shuttle there?
No, TIE fighters only.
Even better.
We should move carefully. We don't know how many rebels are out here.
No, we'll deal with them the same as the rest. Today we wipe out that scum once and for all.
Look alive, agents. We can grieve later. Right now, we need to move.
So, the Death Star is gone, the Emperor is dead, Vader's dead.
We need to reach
The
Platform 4
Rebellion's
and
won the
secure
war.
those TIE fighters. That's our only way back to the Corvus.
So,
I think that part right there is the main reason why I didn't decide to change over. Her seeing that explosion of the Death Star was probably just like, okay, obviously they're pretty weak, so let's turn it over. But they could have made it a little bit longer.
yeah.
Not just the campaign, but made it a little longer where she actually decided to do that. If she decides to do that.
Sorry to cut you off for a second. One thing I do like, notice how she's got the little holocron ring. She's talking to the Admiral. I think that's pretty cool that they put that in. I really do, because that's what they used in the movies. They had the little holocrons that they could talk to their superiors with. I'm glad they did that, because that's just like a little added touch.
The rebels were outnumbered and outgunned.
But
It's simple. The Emperor
are
underestimated
those
the strength
Ewoks?
of our
What the hell are
enemy,
those?
and we
I've
paid
never
the
noticed
price.
those.
Commander,
Oh yeah, there are Ewoks.
I just shot at them.
I know we're alone, Aiden, but that sounded treasonous.
But I got off topic for a second.
Sky hat.
Sorry if I'm
It's
stuttering
not
a lot
treason if
too,
it's the
guys.
truth.
No, you're not stuttering.
Hard to find words.
Heads up, Commander.
But,
Rebel patrol headed your way.
Yeah, I can understand
Thank you, Agent
Disturbed's
Nico.
point
We'll
there.
take care of him.
Just because the Death Star, that was the second
I have
Death
a visual
Star.
on the patrol.
Get inside, get ready to stand. We're taking this moon back to the
Rein it in, Agent. You don't fire until I do.
One thing I also like, it's like kind of realistic, because they actually did put in how the squad interacts with each other. Like, take that just there. The one soldier asked, he wanted just to wipe them out. And I didn't take control of the squad a little bit and say, no, you shoot when I shoot. That, I think, is kind of cool, because they still make her out to be
Patrol
the boss.
neutralized.
Like, she's the boss of them. That, I think they did
I put eyes on
kind
a
of
rebel
well.
ambush. We lost a shuttle
It's
and
kind
our
of
men
like
are
real
overrun.
military, like, you don't
scouting,
shoot
Agent.
unless your
We'll see what we
captain
can
says
do.
you can shoot.
But saying it would be cool too if you could really pick the different characters who you want to be on your squad, and like
Yeah.
they have different bonuses or
I mean,
different disadvantages.
Hesh, he's just a regular stormtrooper. But there's another one of your comrades, Miko. He's actually covering us right now. He's a sniper. I would have loved to play as Miko, just to snipe, just to see how that works. One good thing, now that I notice it, I love how realistic the graphics look. With the wind on the planet, it's actually shaking the trees. It's shaking the trees.
Yeah,
it's moving
these
the
graphics
grass.
are beautiful.
Yeah, these graphics are amazing. I will say EA gets a 10 out of 10 on the graphics.
They focused, in my opinion, a little bit too much on making it look good visually instead of actually making the campaign.
Yeah, that's a good point. They did. They wanted it to look too good. And they did a good job on that. Oh, but also where I was left off. I was saying Titan's not a bullet sponge, but I think she's a little too weak. She shouldn't be able to get shot once, and half my health is already gone.
I know, plus it's like she's wearing armor too,
Yeah, she's
so
wearing armor, and she's special forces, so her armor's now. She's not wearing like what the rebels are wearing. And if you notice, the rebels are just wearing clothes. They're not wearing armor. They're not wearing nothing protective. And they take 4 or 5 shots a day.
Go for the sun.
Same thing with the stormtroopers. I actually enjoy that part. The stormtroopers will actually fight them. That part's pretty cool. Oh,
But
this
how
is that
effective
gun.
they are is still yet to be determined.
Yeah. Okay,
It still seems like they're more for show than actually backup.
Yeah.
Because if they were doing their job, you wouldn't be dying like that.
and right now, what game mode are you playing? Or what difficulty?
This is not normal.
normal?
Yeah. This is on normal difficulty. There's 3 campaigns. There's 3 story modes. There's recruit, soldier, and command. I'm playing on soldier.
And right there, it kind of was a little stupid that it took two sniper shots to kill that guy.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. The weapons are really cool, but they feel weak. The weapons always feel weak. Even here, I just picked up a rocket launcher. A rocket launcher should destroy everything, and it just doesn't. It takes out the regular infantry troops, but everything else, nah. Another good thing is, if you step in the fire, you get hurt. That's realistic. I enjoy it. I like that they put the realism in there. But,
Commander, I'm hearing reports of enemy transports landing across Endor. They're deploying troops all over this move.
Well, going back on your holocom link with the Admiral 2 is kind of a spoiler alert here, too.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion, it's kind of cliched. He's actually your Aiden's father.
Yeah.
So, going back on the simple fact that not only did she turn on the Empire, she pretty much just left her dad there.
Yeah.
And later on, you find out in the mission that's when you realize that they're related, but that was just kind of stupid. I mean, that's kind of cliched. Something else, spoiler alert here too as well, that's also kind of cliched. Is not Miko, the other guy I think has. He later on in the mission becomes a bad guy. He still stays with the Empire. You end up fighting him, and it's so cliched. You always see one person you used to fight with, then start attacking, and then they're trying to kill you, and that was cliched. They shouldn't have kept Haskell saving the Empire.
When you do fight him later on in the game, he's not even a boss fight. He's just annoying, and he's a pain in the ass, and he makes you want to throw the controller. He's just...
The boss fight with him, it's a shit battle.
It's terrible.
And he's very evasive. I mean, it's kind of good. You don't want to kill him too quick, but at times, like, he's too fast. Like, you cannot catch him.
Yeah. And it's not even a real shootout battle. You fight him in a TIE fighter. He's in a TIE Interceptor, you're in a regular X-Wing. But another thing about him, he doesn't even try to attack you, really. He might shoot at you once or twice. Everything he does is evading. He just evades.
We're done here.
And it's just a pain in the ass. And when you finally shoot him down, it's just the best feeling in the world.
On our way.
I remember the first time I killed him, and I was just like, yeah, gotcha, you stupid asshole.
So, like, with the rocket launcher, does it have unlimited uses, or is it...
No,
it charges up, like it has to charge.
So right now we're meeting with Dell, and we're meeting with the Stormtrooper Squadron.
We're gonna take back that platform and evacuate this moon.
Yeah, so right now, we gotta evacuate Endor. We gotta get our TIE fighters back. The rebels have taken over a TIE fighter platform, and they've also taken over some ATSTs. If you don't know what ATSTs are, they're those big walkers with the grenade launchers. They've taken one of those over. So that serves as a mini-boss.
We won't make it unless we take out every rebel on the ground.
Yeah, we gotta kill everybody.
Open fire!
Heavy, watch out!
But even, you'll see what I mean too when I say this. This is just simple.
Commander, the rebels have hijacked an ATST.
We need to take
If you just stay right here in cover, you can just stay in cover.
Shock the area.
And it'll just completely ignore you. Like it's doing right now. It's just ignoring you. It's not trying to shoot me, it's not trying to shoot rockets or grenades, it's not doing anything. It's like looking around. What is it doing? It's just like completely ignoring me. Until I shoot. I just shot a rocket at it. Okay, now it's looking my way. But it's just sad. It's just sad that it'll just ignore you. I mean, that thing could easily come right up here and stomp us to death.
And you can just shoot it with a regular blaster.
I can just shoot it with a regular blaster. I just shot it with a blaster and killed it. That is complete bullshit. I have to say that. That's
yeah, because in reality, an ATST's weak spot is on its back. So if you can get it to like leave you alone, you grab that rocket launcher, you hit it in the back, that does a lot. It does a lot more damage. But the fact that you can take a simple blaster and use it, that's heavily armored. That's why you need to shoot it in the back in the first place.
Yeah, and I noticed too, dude. I didn't even shoot it in the back. I shot it in the front, and it went down.
In my opinion, this game seems like it was just rushed.
It was rushed, and that's the sad thing too, because they've worked on this game for 3 or 4 years. It's sad. It's just a disappointment at times. So now we secured that. Also, another thing that I don't really like is we're taking over a TIE fighter platform. It should be more heavily
Take them down and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Don't you think?
Suppress and extract.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Not to say that
one more thing I will point out too that is kind of good. They do not have the season pass right now. All the content will be free that comes out. Also, right now, as of right now, it might be a temporary thing, but are no microtransactions. So the crates that you get, you actually have to earn them by buying the credits, which are earned in the game, instead of microtransactions, which if they need to keep that. I can't say microtransactions.
Yeah, nobody likes microtransactions.
I'd rather earn the crate than just go ahead and buy it.
Because with microtransactions, you just play, or you pay to play. I'd rather play the game and unlock everything on myself to get the full experience. Doing it that way doesn't give you anything. It's just a waste of money.
Droid, disable
and that's one thing that I'm glad there's not right now. And I'm getting tore up.
I'm gonna say that's just a temporary thing, because I'm seeing a lot of other YouTubers that are doing the same thing that have the same idea. Maybe they're turning off microtransactions right now, so maybe they come up with an update and maybe fix things, maybe come up with the next content and come to add microtransactions for the crates.
Agent Miko, that's your TIE fighter.
But you know what, guys? We've been talking a lot about the negative. Let's talk about some of the positives. I love the way the maps look. I know I was just bagging on that, but honestly, everything feels like I'm actually in a Star Wars game. Like, Endor feels amazing. Look, you can even see the Rebel equivalent of a Star Destroyer. You can see the TIE fighters taking off. You've seen Ewoks in their little tree houses up above. Everything feels good about them. The maps are amazing.
The best thing to say about the game is probably just the visuals itself. But that is probably this game's best selling point, and the whole reason why you buy it just for the graphics alone.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, I think they tried, but they came up short. But I do like how they did attempt to make it play out like the Imperials, but once again, it's just a sad fact that they went back to the same old formula. Also, the weapons in this game, I absolutely love the weapons. They're kind of weak, but it just feels like Star Wars. You know, you got the Stormtrooper blaster, the E11, you got the Rebel blasters, even the turrets. The turrets are amazing. I like the turrets. I like how the weapons work.
It should be a little bit stronger as well.
Yeah, the weapon should be a little bit stronger.
Still with us, Commander?
Starfighter secured. See you up there, Agent.
Yeah, right there. That ship looks amazing. So, right now we're going to get in our TIE fighter, and I'm going to go over some of the flying moments in the game. Because you actually get to fly. You got anything else positive to add before I get to the top of the
Well, kind of going back on the visuals, as you can see, there's a lot of damage done to Iden's outfit, so, like I said, visually it looks good. You can see all the damage and stuff. When you play as Kylo Ren, other characters, you can actually see their outfits getting torn up. Actually, they look visually damaged.
The Admiral created
And I like this part, you get to fly through the ruins of the Death Star.
I know. Hard to believe
That I thought was well done. But even this is a pain in the ass too. I can't tell you how many times I've had floating debris just fly into me doing this and I'm dead.
This destruction is the true face of the rebellion. It's the reason we've been fighting so long.
But another good thing, I love how they did space.
Someone told me once that
Planets,
rebellions are
moons,
built
the
on
debris,
hate.
everything looks good.
I never stopped
The
believing.
TIE fighters look
How are we
good.
supposed to fight that?
They're a little difficult
The
to
Empire
handle
will
at
change,
first,
just
but
like it did when they destroyed the
once you
first
play
Death Star.
for
We
a couple
adapt
hours,
or die.
you can actually, I actually recommend playing the multiplayer Starfighter Assault.
Commander,
Or
we
playing
have
the
a problem.
campaign just to get a
What
little
does it
used
have?
to the
Corbett.
See right there. The controls are a little weak on the Starfighters because I pulled up. I don't know
This
if
destruction is the true
that's
face
how
of the
it
rebellion.
is,
It's the reason we've been fighting so
but
long.
I usually you can control the speed
Tried
of
to
the
make them
TIE
afraid,
fighters.
we only made them angry.
Someone told me
I
once that
usually keep
rebellions
it
are
in the
built
middle,
on hate.
the middle
I never
to
stopped
low.
believing it.
How are we supposed to fight that?
But the
The
space
Empire
combat's
will
pretty
change,
cool.
just
I
like
like
it
the
did when they
combat in
destroyed the
space.
first Death Star. We adapt or die.
I just think they did the space parts really well. The flying, annoying at first, but
Commander, we have a
once
problem.
you get used to
What
it,
does
it's
it have?
okay, I guess.
Corvus was damaged by the Death Star
It's
explosion.
not bad.
Engines are down, but the crew is making
In short,
repairs.
pretty much, there's a lot of flaws, there's a lot of good things. It's kind of like any other game. There's always good and bad, but
It's okay.
the campaign is the one thing that really pisses me off, just because Battlefront, the first one, it was just a pure online and or arcade mode, which were kind of boring. This you finally get the campaign, and then one, it's too short.
Not many.
Then there's a huge plot twist way too early into the
What about the
campaign
Admiral Star Destroyer?
that doesn't even make sense. She wouldn't turn on the rebels like that, in my opinion.
It appears to be fully
Especially with her father being the
At
admiral.
least Hask isn't alone on the Corvus.
Especially when she's
We might
supposed to
actually
be
make it
so
out of this
loyal.
alive.
I actually read online she's supposed to be one of the Emperor's most loyal soldiers. I understand the Emperor is dead,
Apparently not.
but once you've had... The Emperor was a dictator. Once you've had that philosophy pounded into your head enough times, like she's supposedly had, there's no way she's going to betray him like that. Alright, so now we fucking... Like that.
Agent Hask,
Fire
we're
looked
approaching the
amazing when I
Corvus.
shot
What's
that
the
shit.
status on the engines?
That
Ion
looked
injector
awesome.
systems at 60%. I'm diverting shield power to reignite the engine systems.
So now we're actually going to
Commander,
get into
fighters
systems.
inbound.
Bombers too.
We gotta
Defend
eliminate
the
the
Corvus.
bombers
It
and
has no
protect
shield
our
power.
ship, the Corvus. Right now, we're bringing our speed down to 0. Do you have anything else to
Bombers
add
are
about the
making their
space
attack
combat,
run
dude?
now.
Well,
Are the
besides,
flight
like,
controls
they're balanced.
inverted?
No, the flight controls are not inverted. Wait, are they, dude? I can't honestly tell.
No, I don't think so.
Inverted means that, like, if you push up, they go down.
No, they're not inverted.
No, if you push up, you're going up.
Because I know there's some games that
Watching pretty good.
I had to go clean my... Yeah.
Well, Well, space battles, there's not like too much of it. It's pretty balanced. It's not like they keep throwing you into space battles. Even the campaign, as short as it is, it's not like you're constantly flying. You are on the ground, then you go into like combat in the air, and you go back. It's kind of like a mix, which not focused on just pure combat in the air.
So, this thing is combat. Is it like you just have to take down the small ships, or...?
No, you gotta do... It gives you objectives. Like, one mission when you have to go board a rebel ship. Because they're actually attacking your Star Destroyer, so you have to go board the rebel ship and take out their ion cannons.
Engines are almost ready, Commander.
And that mission is coming up. I think that mission's actually next. That mission is really cool because when you fly right into the rebel hangar, you get to shoot everything up with your TIE fighter. It just causes mass destruction, and that part is really cool. That's one of the highlights of this game.
If you run into some of the debris, do you get killed, or...?
Yeah, you die. Unless it's like certain parts, you'll usually die. But another thing that I will say, I do like how the different ships, like the ship I just blew up was a Y-bomber. The ships have different kinds of strengths, which is good because they're not all weak like the regular ship like that. Like I shot that ship 3 times and it blew up, whereas the Y-wing takes a lot more punishment before it blew up.
Inferno Squad.
I like that. I think that's done.
One other thing you can point out if you want to, you can show them the cockpit view.
Oh yeah, you actually get to fly in the cockpit. Yeah, that saves the flying too.
Do you want to show them the sounds or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually do this mission coming up because this mission's flying, so I'm gonna do that in first person.
This game just kind of seems like it's too repetitive, and it gets like boring almost.
Pretty much.
You wish to see me, sir?
Approach.
So there's not a lot of stuff that keeps you on your toes or to switch up the story. It's just shoot this, defend this.
The Emperor is dead.
Blow that up, run from these
If they would have
guys.
added a choice system, that would have been a lot better.
So what happens now?
See, it's not only like the choice system. It's like
the Empire will assault the very foundation of the rebels' pathetic belief in
the
themselves.
suspense.
What is the source?
Like, if you don't get attached to any characters and they don't kill them off or something like that.
Is a great honor.
Like,
one I choose to share with my daughter.
I could honestly care if any of these characters live or die. Like, this is a spoiler alert, guys. Massive spoiler. At the end,
Operation Cinder is to begin at once. Resistance, rebellion, defiance. These are concepts that cannot be allowed to persist. You are but one of many tools by which these ideas shall be burned away. Heed my messenger. He shall relay you to your target.
So pretty
Operation Cinder is the last command of our Emperor.
This is a thing that
The
pisses
first
me off a
step in
little bit more
securing our
too.
future.
I really wanted to see more of what
Inferno is
Operation
crucial
Cinder
to its
was.
success.
What's our target?
You are not verified.
That information can wait. For now. Here are our next assignments. They are unusual. But these are unusual times. Go, Commander. Do what you do best.
Like, even there, you could see it in her face. She's questioning the Empire now.
Was that thing like a robot?
Yeah, that was one of the
Agent Hask, you and I will retrieve experimental satellites for the Star Destroyer Dauntless and oversee security for Moff Wraith. Agent Miko,
Imperial
you have the
messenger
corpus.
droid.
At least they have something that wasn't in the movies that they put into the game.
Yeah. Yeah, none of this takes place in the movies. One thing that I do like,
come on,
this whole story,
the
they made it from scratch.
Moff Raiders informed
None
the
of
Admiral
these
that operations
characters
could
are in
proceed
the
as planned.
movies, and I love it. I
Besides
like
the main
they,
characters like Luke and Leia.
besides Luke, Leia, and all the others. Like Inferno Squad and Operation Cinder, all of this stuff was just made up in the game. And that I think they did well. So yeah, now you see
keep this Star
the
Destroyer
rebels
safe.
are
The
attacking
rebels can't learn about Operation Cinder.
because well, the Emperor's dead. So
move to intercept that enemy Corvette.
now we gotta destroy the Corvette. And I like how they put these different boss ships in. I really do. I think that's pretty good. But
You said that you were going to do this mission in
thanks for reminding me. I forgot.
Stay on it.
But yeah, see, I love it. But I still feel that the ship is kind of weak. Even one of those ships is kind of weak. That ship shouldn't have been taken out so quickly.
Commander,
So
I see numerous rebel transports headed for the Dauntless. Transports? They plan to hijack my ship. Annihilate them before they reach me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So now we're
Fighters,
dogfighting.
form up on those rebel transports. Stop them from boarding the Dauntless and I'll take them down.
It's actually pretty hard to fly.
Engaging enemy transport.
He's taking evasive action. Destroy it before it has a chance to board.
Rebel ship destroyed.
Once we're clear, we should attack the rebel cruiser.
Something I should point out too is enemy space. Combat, the circle, the white circles where you have to aim.
Yeah, you gotta shoot in front of them.
You're pretty much leading your shots to the ship. You can't shoot directly at it.
Yeah, or you'll miss every shot.
Marcio, I demand you take down those ships.
Yeah. But you can see that ship is getting chased by a TIE fighter. Notice how it's just chasing it, it's not actually shooting. The game makes you do all the work. It gives you these supposedly badass AI characters, and they're just for show.
Let's take out those rebel ion cannons.
And that's
yes, Commander. Then we shall decimate the rebels.
Due respect, sir. Once your systems are online, you should flee the system with the satellite.
Like a coward?
Absolutely not. Seems like it could be. It could do a lot more with it. Like it seems like it's boring, and it makes it so that like the space fighting is not that fun.
The space is difficult.
Commander, I'm picking up a tail. Enemy fighter, 0.17.
On my way, Agent.
Yeah, and that's like it seems like it's just not.
Otherwise, it makes you feel like you're gonna crash.
The space fighting seems repetitive, boring, stupid, and not fun.
Got him in my sights.
They needed to add something to like change it up and make it better.
You're clear, Agent
Like you could actually fly.
Thanks for the assist, Commander.
I kind of like
time to take out those rebel ion cannons.
But at the same time, it's just
You
the
are
same
clear,
old thing
Commander.
that I
Get
was
to
doing
that
last
hangar.
I'm boarding the enemy ship.
Just a different map.
Agent Hask, join me inside when I give the order. Until then, cover the Dauntless.
I see there are a lot of reviews though on like every game, but the Zone is definitely something that they need to innovate a lot more on. They need to add more unique things to it.
There was a Corvette right there, and I just used my special ability, which is rapid fire. I shot it for 2 seconds, and it was already dead. What's with that? Alright, now this part is actually really good. This is the part that I like. You get to shoot everything. You get to
just saw they're one of the best parts in the game.
Destroy the head. It's awesome. And actually,
you just use the same ship, or
no? Once you become a rebel,
okay.
Like this is a different gun though. It's an assault rifle with an ion grenade blast. I like that. That's pretty cool. Well, yeah, just look at the destruction that I did there.
I love how that little droid just walking around the fire
Right.
just like, well,
Just like, what
I don't know what to do.
But even this gun,
That's the only thing that survived that onslaught.
you're out of ammo so fast with this gun, it shoots too fast.
Droid, right at the door.
And I love how that guy's just like completely cut him off. And he's gonna die anyway. He completely betrayed his friend just to die. It's like Rogue One all over.
Plus, going back along with the guns, different guns have their own strengths, like I said, and they will overheat a lot quicker, which makes it a little bit more unique.
Like, look how fast this gun overheated on me already. I shot for a second.
The best time to hit that R2 button isn't usually in the blue. You want it to hit the enemy as much as possible.
Yeah. And see, that's what I mean when I say the enemies are overpowered. It's too weak. I got shot twice by that blaster and had 11 health. And I'm wearing heavy stormtrooper.
Regroup in the weapons bay.
Now the only reason that guy took so much health away from me because he's a heavy trooper, and they do that. I don't know what the hell happened with that soldier. He just went flying in the air and freaked out. I don't know what the hell happened.
Something else they could have done with the heavies is make them look a little bit more unique. Because they still kind of have regular clothes on. If they're heavy, they don't really have any armor.
Another thing they could have done, that same blue-skinned Twilight girl, I've killed her 50 times. They could have given her a different skin color because in the Star Wars movies, books, comics, whatever you see, Twilight's...
There's also red ones.
Yeah, there's red ones, green ones, purple ones, yellow ones.
Well, see, and it's like also with the character models, they could have made them look pretty much like anything that they wanted to, because there's so many different places in the universe and there's so many different, like, species and people and aliens and stuff like that. They could have made them look like anything that they wanted to, but they just repeated it.
Yeah, they just slapped the same old skin. Like, right there, that was... I don't remember his species, but he's that same character in the game so many times. That was the same character.
The monkey face looking good?
Yeah.
Magnum.
Okay, so it won't let me slice the computer yet.
I hate how games do that, where it's like you have to find every last person.
Wait, my droid is actually glitched. Look at that, dude. My droid's stuck. Right there, look.
Wow.
So now I have to reload the checkpoint. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I was actually going to give the game a good review, no matter what I was, with all my nitpicking, until I saw that. I should not have to reload the checkpoint just to be able to continue with the mission for a stupid glitch like that. Unbelievable.
At least reloading it to make you have to start the whole game over, or the whole thing over.
Yeah. I do like this gun just because I like the grenade. So like, once again, all the weapons seem unique. All the weapons are good, they're all unique. They all have their advantages, disadvantages, whatnot. But, yeah, that's my review for the campaign. I'm gonna move on to the arcade mode now. Or do you have anything else to add on the campaign, dude? Either of you guys?
They need to fix the AIs, like your team. They seem to miss way too often. Like, I understand that, you know, EA or whoever decided on that made you want to do like all the work, but sometimes you do need their support, and they're down there, or you'll see them run upstairs, run downstairs, get in the cover, and they don't actually do anything.
They'll shoot, but they'll miss.
Need a slice.
I could expect that from a stormtrooper, but not an elite soldier.
Yeah, not special forces. But even now, it's just the same. I'm just defending my droid, shooting that thing when it tells me to do it. It's the same. There's absolutely no differentiation. But anyway.
Alright, well, I gotta go live stream Horizon Dawn. So whenever you're done with this, if you wanna join my party, you can.
Alright, well, be sure to subscribe to me, dude.
Yeah, I already did that earlier.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright.
Yep.
I'll talk to you later a little bit.
See ya.
Yeah.
But, yeah, arcade mode, there's not really much to talk about. It's just like a custom mode where you get to play clones, droids, Imperials, and Rebels. And you get to play as heroes. The heroes I actually enjoy. Some of them are overpowered, some of them are really like
Palpatine especially. He's really weak.
I have an idea for the last one.
He doesn't have a lightsaber. All he has is lightning, and he has 100 health. He dies.
Going back on that too, they should have added where you customize your you can customize your characters, but not to the point like Palpatine. He did have a saber. You should choose if you want to actually use a saber or use a saber. Or even both.
Vader.
You have it where he can switch to his saber if he gets in a battle with Rey or something.
Well, the characters are obviously Palpatine, Vader, Boba Fett, a bounty hunter named Boss, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, Rey, Leia, Chewie, Lando, Yoda. They add Yoda. Yoda is very cool to play as. Just check out my other video for this. I played as Yoda, I played as Maul, I played as Ren. There's like little mini arcade missions where you gotta go and you gotta kill a bunch of troopers in a specific amount of time. And you gotta defend and stuff like that. You get to play as heroes. You get to play as heroes, like I said, clones and droids. And you can do custom matches where you can just play as the hero, like I did last night in my video. But there's 8 missions for the light side, 8 missions for the dark side. Other than that though, it's just, there's nothing. There's nothing to it other than that. And it's cool they tried, but at the same time, like what else? What they really
must not learn about our intentions with Operation Cinder.
To say
what are our intentions, sir?
Now, more than
most of it's all, there's just a lot of, like I said, there's good, there's bad. There's some stuff that they should have changed, some stuff they did change, but not in the best way.
Commander, fighters inbound. Destroy those ships!
But I really enjoy making my custom arcades, I think I'd rather play the custom arcade rather than the story mission arcade because you get to place.
You know, if we could disable their cruiser, we could learn quite a bit from our enemies.
The rebels have nothing to teach us. If we adopt their weakness, we fail. Quite right, Agent Task. Order cannot exist until we bring the galaxy to submission.
One of my favorites.
Excellent.
Kylo
the
Ren and
satellites
Yoda
are one step closer to safety.
Some of my favorites.
Where will we deploy these satellites, sir?
Each have their own
time on
unique
questions,
abilities.
Commander. Release my
Like,
ship.
as in The Force Awakens in the beginning. Kylo Ren brings enemies. Force enemies and break their necks.
The Dauntless is free.
And he can use a range attack where he'll jump on an enemy and attack with his lightsaber. While Darth Maul can use force choke with their necks and he throws them in the air. He can use a lightsaber throw, and he can use a spinning attack with his lightsaber. And that's kind of cool. Yoda, he can heal himself and teammates. Force push, like a somersault attack. Out of my favorite hero, I would have to say Luke, Kylo, Yoda, or Maul. My least favorite ones are Palpatine and Rey. Because Rey doesn't really have any good attacks. She has a charge attack where she just runs head first into the enemy and gets shot to shit.
Our next mission is equally important.
She has a mind trick
Inferno
which
has
just
clearance
stuns
to
them
access
for like
one
2
of the
seconds.
Emperor's classified observatories buried
That's
on the
pretty
planet
much all
Killia.
Rey's.
It
So
contains
Rey and
dangerous
Palpatine,
artifacts
those are
our
my least
enemies could
favorite.
use
All
against the
Palpatine
galaxy.
can do is lightning.
The observatory is protected by a mantle defense system.
One
Agent
thing
Nico,
I don't
we
like
need your
about
technical
Darth Maul,
expertise to
he has a
disable it.
double-bladed
Take what you need
lightsaber,
for an expedition,
and he can't block.
locate and destroy the observatory.
If you try to block with Maul, he'll just like do a dash attack. I thought that was pretty dumb. But,
one other thing too I'd like to point out on the arcade is it is split screen. You can split screen, but there's no online. There's no multiplayer to it. So me and him can't play arcade together unless we're in the same house.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. That
Yeah, I don't like that either.
You should have split screen or you can play online.
Like, and I'm bringing back
the Empire's here.
My campaign part of the review.
What I sense
This
was
is the
true.
mission I was telling you about where you play as Luke.
There must be something special about this place.
It's just so easy.
You stay here, R2.
Because Luke is overpowered.
The scanners probably spotted us.
On the
Something I'm going to point out about this too is this mission is just it's stupid and repetitive because this part all you do is kill bugs. That there's no other enemies. It's just these little bugs. And if you look, there's a lot of clipping because they're so small and your saber can't pick up like the exact impact of it. So you see a lot of clipping during it.
You know what? I didn't notice that until you brought it up. Yeah,
there's clipping. I've seen it. Like you'll hit it and you're not even like near it. You could just see they've made them too small. Plus, there's no variation. There's no bigger bugs. There's not like the queen or there's nobody like. Where did they come from? And is there somebody bigger? Is there a bigger species of them?
Did you see that, dude? I just used Luke's repulse, and it didn't even kill the stormtroopers. They just like laughed. Another thing, the stormtroopers, they have certain ones where they have like stun batons or something. Like, that's just stupid. I mean, Luke is a Jedi Master. Who's just gonna run up to him with a stun baton and try to like kill him? That's stupid. What I will say is the Force Push is pretty cool. Force Push is cool, and I was blocking without a blade activated. What? That's one of Luke's options. I know.
Here come the reinforcements.
That's what we mean by it's glitchy.
I've also just had it in Heroes vs. Villains yesterday where I was playing with Darth Maul and the blades of the lightsaber would not actually come out and I could not attack. All I could do was just dodge and use his force choke and that was it. I had to actually let him kill me for 3 sets so I could actually use my saber again.
And that's what's better. We shouldn't have had any problems. as well known a company as EA is, as long as they've been making video games, these are rookie mistakes and they shouldn't be happening on a game where they charge $65, $70 to $100. It's pathetic. But anyway, that's pretty much the arcade mode. So, last part of this is the multiplayer. Would you like to start out on the multiplayer, dude?
Multiplayer is pretty much the same game modes. I believe they did add a new one, which I think is Black Assault.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if
they
it's new,
added
but the
Black
different
Assault,
features of it.
and they added,
It's more objective based.
Yeah. If you played Call of Duty World War II, it's like 4.
Pretty much. It's kind of similar to that. You need a lot of teamwork, cooperation, communication, get the objectives done.
This isn't what I wanted.
Yeah. So far from what I've played of the multiplayer,
Something
I actually
unnatural.
like the multiplayer. It's better than
Is that what called to me?
the other multiplayer.
Perhaps it was
First
something
game
more.
is way better. I like the heroes versus villains. Some of the maps, though, are kind of
Looks
bad.
like I'm not the only one who wishes the Empire wasn't here.
You don't know what you're doing right away. Like, we were playing on Hoth Canyons last night, and I was Darth Maul, and he was Kylo Ren. I got into a duel with Yoda, and Yoda force pushed me off the map. Normally, they'll have barriers which are supposed to stop you from falling off the map and jumping off the map. No, they didn't do that for that. And yeah, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. I didn't like that too much.
One other thing I want to point out about the multiplayer is on the heroes and villains. Not only is it glitchy, when another hero attacks you, sometimes you are pretty much rendered defenseless, and if they're hitting you, they will continue to hit you, and all you do is just keep getting hit, and you keep jumping back. You can't actually hit anybody, so if they hit you first, most of the time you're pretty much done. Unless you block before that, they will just continuously hit you and stun you, and you can't move.
And I love how he's running right into that rock. He just stabbed right where his chest should be.
Because you
right
asked.
through that rock, and he's perfectly fine. Now this is what we do.
This will. No, wait!
You'll see that coming up. He just lands on top. That part I like. That's actually really cool. You get to see how powerful he is actually. Because in Empire Strikes Back, he couldn't do that. He couldn't even lift a TIE fighter or a starfighter.
And now he's picking up bigger objects.
Yeah.
I
like
thought
how
that was
they
his
did
X-Wing he was trying to get out.
Yeah, his X-Wing. But he couldn't pick it up.
About the Jedi.
Yeah, he can
terrified me as a boy on
definitely
Coruscant,
pick up rocks though.
Yeah.
Although he couldn't handle little boulders when he was training with Yoda.
Right.
Come on. We need to work together if we're gonna get out of here.
Luke is too trusting in this mission too. I understand he's got a lightsaber and he's a Jedi Master, but
You're looking for something.
that's your sworn enemy right there.
It seems the
And he just
Force
gave him a
brought
gun.
us together.
I wouldn't.
Both of them are a little too trusting.
Yeah.
And in a sense
There's
like
always
this,
more
we're getting
to it than
attacked
luck.
by bugs, I mean fine, but I don't know. Why are there bugs? Because
Yeah,
there should
why
have been
bugs?
something else.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So why am I still...
I don't know that much about Star
They didn't
Wars
give me a
movies. I
choice.
don't think I've ever seen these bugs in any movies. No.
No, they're
Maybe
not.
they're in the comic book or something, but I've never seen these bugs.
Like that bug that I just killed, we'll face that same bug like 100 times. I do like that though, how it just
They're
doesn't
angry.
like
We're
how
invading
it kind of
their
makes
home.
them explode when you hit them with a lightsaber. That I thought was pretty cool. But they're just too small, so the hit detection is
That
all
amber.
off.
It's like concrete. Shatter them contact too. It's here.
Like, are there better Star Wars games out there?
So that's why you're here.
Yes. But this game is pretty good still. Like, it's not bad. It's definitely worth a red box. If you have red box, it's worth a red box. Just to see if
It's not something to buy in all honesty.
Yeah.
Like, as of right now, maybe you want to add content or fix something, but...
Yeah. Don't buy it for the full $65 price. Don't buy it for the $100 price. Because you'll be disappointed.
Your defense system
Plus
is
all the
upsetting
stuff
the
that
wildlife.
you get the Elite Trooper Edition is more multiplayer based than anything. And it's mostly just cosmetic and star cards, which in my opinion is not that great.
This is the part where you start to see the problem. Because this is just like rapidly swinging your saber. There's nothing else. You can use force push and impulse and stuff. It's mostly just technically it's the same thing as the last mission. It's just defending.
Which points out to, once again, the AI is just kind of stupid. I understand he's doing that, but I mean, one, how long could it possibly take?
Yeah.
This part is very repetitious, in my opinion. They just repeated it because you have to take on another one.
Which just shows how overpowered the enemies are. I don't know if you just seen that, but I got hit 3 times and my health was almost gone. Power Bug is gonna be that powerful. See, look at that. They take 25 to 30 hits of health every time. There's no way. And this is on normal difficulty. I didn't see it on hard. We should not be having this much fun. Also, these
Something else I don't get, why is Del fixing that up? When couldn't Luke just use the Force and pretty much fix it like he does with the Sword and the second that you'll see? It takes Del 15 minutes to fix this, when Luke could probably get it done. Why isn't Del keeping Luke covered? One, he's got a blaster, which makes more sense than swinging the lightsaber continuously.
We've got 4 minutes before the system explodes.
You're swinging the lightsaber like, what?
I kind of get why it's so that there's a mission here. It's not just boom boom done. I get that, but or at least designed a little better.
Even if you still look at it though, it's still boom boom done.
Pretty much.
This is the only. They only added this part, I feel, just to make the mission longer. Because they're like, well, kill some stormtroopers and walk through the cave. That's the mission. What else can we do?
Is this the last mission you do?
I need help with those bugs.
But anyway, back to the multiplayer. There's a bunch of different modes. There's strike mode, starfighter, assault, which is actually one of my favorite modes. Heroes and villains.
The system explodes.
To play as whoever you want to play as, like hero-wise or villain-wise. Like I said, Vader, Rey, Kylo Ren. That mode is actually pretty fun. But the loading times for the online is just it's just like it takes forever.
One of the things for the multiplayer is the progression system too. I don't know if you noticed, dude, but like you don't really know what you ever unlock, and you have to get credits, and the credits are kind of stupid. How you earn them, and in my opinion, you don't earn enough, or things are too expensive, which makes you grind out the game more.
To actually unlock the for the multiplayer,
whatever's
he's
inside
15,000 points.
Those bugs don't like it.
Same with Vader, same with Palpatine.
There's nothing on this thing.
Most of them are 15s, there are a couple that are only like
There's a
8
key.
or so, I think.
But anyway, closing out my review.
Why would the Emperor have a vault that can only be opened using the Force?
3 to 4 hour story mode.
You're telling me the man who destroyed the Jedi Order was secretly one of them?
No. I'm telling you that as a boy on Coruscant, you were
mechanics.
frightened of the wrong thing.
Broken storytelling, because it just bounces everywhere. Like now I'm Luke,
There's nothing
next
dangerous
I'll
in
be
here.
Aiden again.
The Emperor's protecting junk.
The good, lots of multiplayer modes, good voice acting.
This is all worthless.
The weapons feel real, the environments feel real.
Not all of it.
The graphics are amazing. Out of everything, honestly, the story's still decent.
I'd like to keep this compass.
At least you got one.
Yeah, at least
My
you
mission
got
is to
one
destroy this place. Why would they let you do that?
Honestly, I'd give
because
the game,
I asked.
I don't know. This is kind of high for me, but maybe a 6.9 out of 10.
I won't stop you from destroying this vault.
Buy it when it comes down to
my personal
$20.
opinion is it's getting a 5 because it's average to me.
I'm just giving it that high because I love Star Wars.
One more thing I do want to point out too for the multiplayer that I actually do kind of like is they reward you with battle points in the multiplayer game modes, which make you pretty much play the objective, because the better you do, the more battle points you get, which can then be used to get ships, playable characters like the heroes. You get to play as Luke in that.
What else is there?
This way, either you have your team actually playing, not just sitting there killing people, not doing anything. You actually play the objective in objective-based game mode. You get a lot more points, which allow you to unlock those heroes.
Yeah. Plus, you can unlock different abilities for different heroes, which is cool. But yeah, he gives this game a 5. I gave it about a 6.9.
Needs us to extract an Imperial ally on my home world of Vardos. The target is Protector Gleb, a local official who once mentored both Agent Hask and myself.
It's definitely worth.
I don't know how this connects to Operation Cinder, but
get it out
I
of
have to
Redbox,
trust the
see if you
Admiral.
like it.
Make the jump to
This is
Vardos.
definitely one of those games where you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I don't know what else to say really. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be playing the campaign separate. I'm going to be doing some heroes and villains, and I'm going to do all the arcade missions separate as well. So be on the lookout for that. Also, I'm still going to be doing Call of Duty World War II. I'm going to be finishing that up within the next couple of days, so look out for that. Also, big thank you to everybody watching and to my commentators, Tommy,
but he wouldn't
left,
tell us the target.
And
Either with the Admiral.
One. Be sure to check out
their
channels and subscribe to them. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
See you guys.